y'all. A live broadcast every Saturday morning from 11 to 12 Central Standard Time. Let's just wait a few minutes for this stream to stabilize and we will be starting shortly. Hey, y'all. What's going on? Happy Saturday. Am I right? I am right. I'm kind of over this way a little bit, but that's okay. Mic check real quick. I'm trying to set it up so that I can do two different mics depending on whether I'm here or there or everywhere. So mic check me, please, and we will get started. Stream and mic are great. Alrighty. A little sip of coffee. I've been last minuting things today. Yeah, we'll leave it like that. I hope everybody's doing well. Oh, hey. Wait a minute. Wait a minute. We can't leave it like that, right? No, wait. We gotta go. We gotta go that way. No, we gotta go. We gotta go right there. Let's turn this around. Okay, if you're not here, you better be here now. See the sign outside the window. Okay, morning, y'all. I'm gonna go back. No, I'm not gonna go backwards. That's gonna mess me up. So yes, we had a little bit of a late countdown today, thanks to Wes and Night Owl for pointing that out. I forgot to set the time when I did my preparation for it. Yeah, I forgot to set the time, and so YouTube was like, "Okay, you're gonna be live at some point or another, I guess." I guess. Wait, we have a. We need to mute this for sure. Okay. Yes. Oh, no, this is the one that we need to mute. Okay. I think I may have muted the wrong one. No, that's okay. All right. It just started drizzling, and it's just a weird Saturday, I guess. But anyway, thanks to Wes and Night Owl for pointing that out. Wes especially. And good morning, Rune. Yes, May 35th, Saturday, live. Morning, James. Morning, Paul. Peter, good morning. Mr. Harass. Hey, you didn't oversleep. I did oversleep a little bit. Brian, good morning. Tim, how are you? Black Dolphin, what's up? Purple Skull. Dave, good morning. Charles builds crap. Good morning. Charles, okay. Charles builds crap. Did you add that onto your name? Hey, Ian, good morning. Bobby, what's up? I just saw your video. I didn't get a chance to say, but Bobby just, I think, pretty sure gave away some plug followers, so be sure and go check that. We might go check that out here in a minute. I don't know yet. Tennessee lock picking, but congrats to whoever won those. And I've got to do a giveaway. I'm in the process of doing a box for Peter, but probably going to do a giveaway soon again too of stuff. But we're also kind of waiting to get another mass mailing of things out to quite a few of you guys. So I don't know. Yeah. Anyway, congrats to the winners on his channel, Tennessee Lock Picking. Logan, what's up? Andy, happy Saturday. Ryan, you too. What's up? Yep, don't forget to hit that like button. Thank you, Peter. Thank you for the reminder. Hey, Anthony, what's going on? Yeah, just stop in. I always don't expect anybody to stay for a long period of time. That's one good thing about it, is it uploads and you can watch it later. Just looking for Freddie. Freddie's going to be the guest today. Good morning, Lockpicking Patrolman. What's up? Hey, Adrian, UK. What's your favorite biscuit? I like Southern buttermilk biscuits. Crunchy, you got us a Honda, brand new, and crunch the front there. We could turn it back around, but I'm not going to. Pete, good morning. Haha, beat you to it, guys. Another moderator just handled this. Whatever. I'm going to back off now. I'm going to go do my thing. Oh, well, let's go ahead and get started with, we're going to try to keep this a little bit on schedule today, because once we get up front, y'all are going to understand why I have other stuff that I got to do and over there. But anyway, thanks for being here, everybody. If I missed your name in the comments, welcome to Saturday Morning Live 35. So let's get started with, what do we want to do real quick? Let's go ahead and do the crap that we talked about on Twitter this week. Yes. If you do not follow me, it's Founder and Lock on Twitter. And we are going to, that froze up my screen right there. Didn't like that. Yeah. Okay, hold up. Oh, well, at least I have audio. I don't know why the, okay, well, the sound's good. I'm just concentrating very hard. Well, that's weird. Let me try to do something here. Main cam. I don't think this is gonna do anything, but do we get a freeze up here? No, we're not frozen. Waiting on connection. Let's try this. Okay, we should be shifted to the front camera. Can y'all? Is that black car still moving? No. What the heck? I don't know what's going on with my video. Hold on, y'all. Let me go to settings now. Something's weird. Obviously. You can't reset this though without killing the feed. But it did switch to up front, so I don't know what's going on there. Let's try to refresh the device, reconnect to it. Oh, there it goes. Okay. All right. Reconnect. None showing. Okay, I think my cable may have blown out. Yep. All right, hold up. The cable end apparently is not working. iPhone thing. Hold on, let me do this. Well, this is just a video emergency. I feel weird talking without you being able to see me too. All right, let's try this. Okay, new cable coming in. We got backup.
Welcome to Saturday Morning Live, y'all. A live broadcast every Saturday morning from 11 to 12 Central Standard Time. Let's just wait a few minutes for this stream to stabilize, and we will be starting shortly.
Well, heck. Well, we're having multiple camera failures now. What the heck? Okay, hold on. All right, so you should see the black card just pull up, right? And then nothing. For some reason, I may have to boot down my phone, or we can just move the other camera up. We have port failure. What the heck? Please excuse the technical difficulties. Let's move back to the other camera up front so at least you're not looking at a blank screen. Thank you for your patience. Well, that's just crazy, y'all. I don't know why, but I mean, that cable works. I knew that cable works. I guess we are going to be down one camera then. All right. Well, let's adapt and overcome, right? Adapt and overcome. Let's go over here and dismiss. And we're going to have to move you for a second. Actually, we don't. Let's just do this. We'll just physically turn you around. If somebody comes in, I'll fix it then. Okay, is that good? Is that going to work? Transition. There we go. That's going to have to work. Is that good? Okay, it works. So, snap right in your ear. All right, adapt and overcome. I don't know what happened to my phone. My phone is just not responding to the camera cable thing. I first attributed that to my little shrink wrap job right there on the end. Don't y'all love it when iPhone cords do that? Yeah, we love it. We love having to buy another $20 freaking cord. But I know that other cord works, so I don't know. I'm just going to turn the phone off for now. Maybe I'll be able to get it rehooked up as we go. And I'll go ahead and do that now. Maybe it was a glitch in the phone. All right. So, hey, way back there. Let's go ahead and talk about what we're going to talk about so that we can move up front. Don't worry, I did that on purpose. So, there we go. All right, so that gives me a little bit of a widespread way to look at this, but we will talk about, I'm not going to do that thing again with the video, just in case, but stuff we talked about on Twitter. Yale unit lock. Y'all, if y'all ever worked on these or had a chance to work on these, you know just how bad and terrible they really are. I'm going to be going over the comments that I missed while I was dealing with the emergency. But yeah, Yale unit locks. These are locks where there's pretty much a square or a rectangular hole cut in the edge of the door, and that just slips into it. So there's pretty much two different ones, Yale and Corbin Russwin. And this was a Yale, and normally with the Yales, you don't really have to take them apart to rekey because they come apart like a regular Yale lock. You just press a retainer on the knob and it pulls off. However, when they break or start acting glitchy, sometimes there's a need to take it apart. I say sometimes because these are one of those things where if you take it apart, you kind of got to get it back together working. And I came close to not doing that. It stressed my patience. It took me 2 hours to take this apart and put it back together. And that was mainly because I was sucking at putting it back together a couple of times. So, oh, let's try something here too. Oh, yeah, let's try something here too. If we killed, go away, and I can switch to this mic. Test. Okay, yes. Sorry about that. Okay. So they should be able to be hearing me as well. I'm going to be able to switch back and forth to that because I kind of like this mic better when I'm sitting up here, obviously. Do you ever have people come in and want to be an apprentice locksmith? Yes, we have over the years. We've had employees over the years, and we did not like really any of the employees. Sorry, former employees, if you're out there, but yeah, had quite a few problems with them. And boy, the stories I could tell about that. Anyway, unit lock, here's a second image of it taken apart, and you're all like, it's beautiful. It's so beautiful. If somebody comes in, I don't know what, I guess I'll just flip the camera somewhere which way, but this dude in this huge pickup is probably not coming in here. With the teddy bear stuffed into his front. That's like some crap out of a... Man, I wish I could flip that camera around. He had a pink teddy bear, like Toy Story teddy bear, stuck to the front of his truck. So yes, be careful if you run across one of these. Yeah. Simplified door prep. I don't get that either. Cutting a rectangular hole, unless they're doing it with a table saw. But then, how do you well cut a rectangular hole, right? Easily and quickly. It's quicker to me to drill a hole, one single hole. Ha! Beat y'all to it. Phone on too long. Reset. Oh yeah, I gotta reset the phone. The lights keep going out. Square drill bit. You know, they do make those square drill bits. They suck. Sounds like last time Jason Fenton plays. Yeah. Yeah. Square drill bits suck. So anyway, Yale unit lock. Another one, M-Tech. M-Tech is fancy door hardware that, I kind of do like this one better. Let's go back to this. Let's go back to this thing. Test. All right. I'll check that. M-Tech springs. These have these are heavy knobs. And this part right here is the one and only, no, not the one and only, but one of the only things that you'll run across with Passage M-Tech locks is this spring cage mechanism that's extremely difficult to deal with. One of those things that, I'm trying to get, my phone's being really dumb, y'all. That one actually came from the factory. If you look at the bottom layer, it had 2 thin wafer discs, and I think the wafer discs, the knobs are heavy on those, are heavy brass, but there were 2 of these little thin wafer discs. I can't point it. I really need to figure out a way to do the pointer right. And the peg of that goes in. Very similar to several other styles, honestly, that work like that. In fact, up to a trilogy. That's pretty much how a trilogy works to a degree. It has the peg between the 2 legs of the spring, and either the little tab will wear out, or it'll break, or bend a lot of the times, and those legs, the springs will pop apart. So that is something that you're going to run across if you run across a M-Tech lock. We do have a request out of the Canadian region, I believe, Heck. I don't even remember where, Quebec somewhere. This is a Corbin Russ one, so I'm going to zoom my visage out of this so that y'all can see it a little bit better. So this is a lock force request. What we have here, and also, has anybody out there ever seen this particular setup for an extension latch? Oh, wife's in labor with number 5. Oh, congrats, Access Locks. Congrats. Oh, except for the whole fact that you're in the hospital. So I'm going to leave this up for just a second in case any of y'all have seen one of these before. I'm going to go back over the comments real quick. Why does that part need an extra spring? Just because of the crappy design rune. If you're talking about the spring on the unit lock or the regular lock, I'm not sure which one you're talking about. So if anybody's seen one of these or has one of those, I'm in need of one. I doubt very seriously anybody would. I have a 2-inch version of that, an extension here. So if I had somebody else with the 2-inch, I think that would get us to the 7-inch with this 2 3/4 latch. So now I'm either looking for that setup that you saw or a 2-inch latch for Corbin Wrestling. And yeah, that'd be a miracle. But I think dude's willing to pay. I told him it was going to be expensive. I warned him. That is a big bearing. Big old bearing. I know, Night Owl, I've never seen one of those. I don't, that's got to be a homebrew. That's why I tweeted Corbin Wrestling, but he said he called Corbin Wrestling himself, and you know how big companies are, like, what is this? What's this dude calling me for? Yes, Rune, it is a crap. They're very beautiful. MTech has very beautiful designs, but they are just crap designs. Big old bearing right there. That's a big fidget spinner. Okay, here's a good one. The key hiding place. Where to hide your key. Oh, no, while I'm talking, I'm going to try this. Okay, come back here, Cord. Yeah. So I was doing door closers. We're going to talk about that in locks that we lost this week, because we have door closers that are in some of those locks that we've lost this week. I'm trying this in the meantime, so y'all can giggle about that one. I did giggle. There's a key in there. There's also big old shards of glass. I'm not sure how that happened. Yes, there's some broken glass. There's big old pieces, and I'm only showing this because this key. This has been one of my, I'm at this business every week, literally, doing something or other, and I know it doesn't go to any of those other. That is just weird. My phone has totally kicked it away. Oh man. What the heck? What the heckin' heck? Let's try this. Hold on. Let me while y'all are still giggling about that, I'm just gonna pull this whole thing down right there, and then we're gonna add it back. How about that? Thank you for being stubborn today. Yes. Okay, that's C. This should be B. Look what Jason did. Oh, Jason. Cool. Adapt and overcome.
Welcome to Saturday Morning Live, y'all. A live
Adapt
broadcast
and
every
overcome.
Saturday morning from 11 to 12 Central Standard Time.
What else do we have? After that, I had, oh yeah, one other thing. Here's one of those things where, oh yeah, I didn't transition, so here we go. Now we're good. A local business just leaves their key on the window. I mean, you know, some places do that. Let's get out of studio mode because that really messes me up. And here's one good reason to have one of these Nipex. I know they're $50 pliers, but I've used these so many times. I was very hesitant about buying these. But in fact, this kind of goes along with door closers too, because I use them on door closers a lot to avoid
Welcome to Saturday Morning Live, y'all. A live broadcast.
I don't know why I'm not showing a
Welcome to Saturday Morning Live, y'all. A live broadcast every Saturday morning from 11 to 12 Central Standard Time. Let's just wait a few minutes for this stream to stabilize and we will be...
Okay, sorry. Is that right? I think we're good now. Okay. Just in time to switch back to the other camera, I might add. Yeah, I've got those. I had them, but it didn't work real well. Hey, JC, what's up? I just saw you pop in. It didn't work real well. And I have those pliers. The good thing about those pliers is they're flat and they're parallel, so yeah, I was on the wrong thing. I'm back on the right thing now. I'm back. I kind of lost track of myself. So anyway, that's one way to deal with the AL deadbolts. In fact, that is one of the locks that we lost this week, but I don't have it. I don't have it in here. I think I left it in the truck. Door closers. So let's look at door closers, and we're going to move this right along. We're at the halfway mark of what I hope to be our hour-long Saturday Morning Live. Can anybody see something that's funny about that picture? We have a video for this too, so hopefully we won't do that. Thing that we did last time. I'm continuously, most people, a lot of people still don't lock their doors. I don't get it. Okay, here we go with the video. Keep your fingers crossed. I'm telling you. So that's been there a while. Yeah, that has definitely been there for a while. All right, as much as I hate to do this part of it, since we're having technical difficulties, we're just going to very carefully do this and Oh, look, the main cam's broken again. The heck? Whatever. Let's go that way. I don't have to switch cameras because it's already switched. I suck. I suck at video today, y'all. I may have the audio down, but by cracky, I can't run a video feed. All right, we need the cordless, right? Yep, we need the, I got the chat thing, and wow, I'm just blanking out. And what did I come over here for? Oh, rubber gloves, yes. So one big thing about dealing with door closers is it's kind of a good idea to have rubber gloves. Yeah, because they're icky. Oh, you know what I forgot? I forgot my chair. I don't have a chair up here. I don't think, do I need a chair? No, I may need a chair, but I'm not gonna get it right now. I'm gonna snap me on some rubbers here and grab a container to throw them in real quick. So we're gonna look at a couple of them. One of them being that one. I'm gonna have to go to the back room. Hold on, Mike may go weird, but I'm gonna go grab a new recycle bin in the back here. If I have one, do I have one? Oh, that's so brittle. That's so brittle. That's not gonna work. We can use this. Did somebody just come in? I'm good on the organizing of the shop currently, but I am not good on getting to the recycle place because of the drizzly little rain nastiness that's been going on lately, and I don't want to take, I usually load Kim's truck up with all the stuff because it's easier. I know, I've been bad. I've been trying to, I don't like the camera like this, but I've been, you know, I need some more transitions, and I'm getting close to paying somebody on Fiverr to make me. So the biggest thing with door closers that we've all probably know is when it starts leaking, it's dead. Now this one doesn't show any signs of leaking, but it's old. This is an old Falcon. I'm going to do a video one day on what's inside. Y'all think I should do a what's inside? Post in the comments now if you think I should do a what's inside video on these. And basically, you end up with your debris and all the extra screws and these things. And I've seen somebody make an art installation out of these, and you know, I've been saving those, even though I have 50 of them. And then all the extra screws that come with it. You know, at some point, there's a limit to how many screws you need to keep of the same kind once you have 5,000 of these. However, you never know. You never know if you're going to need them, right? If you're good enough on the job site and you can keep the area minimized, because when you're putting in door closers, so the thing with door closers, right, is the people that come in and out of the doors while you're trying to put in said door closer. Especially double doors, this is one of those things that will get locksmiths all riled up. What's inside looks good, that's it. Can't miss the bin. No throwing locks today, these are too heavy to throw. And I'm pretty sure it's going to be fairly interesting to see what's inside one of these. Now this is get off. This is a Dorma. Old. It was not leaky, it was just not working right. Oh no, this is the one that was, this was on the video. Here's the video one. So, we had those, and I'm being pleasant so y'all don't have to hear the clang of metal falling. So, typically when I'm doing this, one box ends up being the metal. Other one ends up being the garbage. So there's our garbage box. Let me grab the phone. SE lock and key. We don't service those. I'm sorry. What was I saying? People coming in and out. So you want to try to keep the job site, you know, as tidy and minimized as possible. I still have not had a chance to order that tape, that tape from American Key Supply. I don't know if y'all saw that in the last one. Here we have a dead latch, mortise dead latch. And a best core. Now typically when I need the cores out of these, I give them to Wes to deal with. And I was actually, had told the customer that I could get it back to him, but upon looking at it very closely, we see it is way wallowed out. And the first 4 or 5 pins up in there, well, 1, 2, 3 that I can see are jammed in the top. So this just needs to be retired. So at that point, even the housing itself is no good. However, this is a kind of a restricted thing, so it's just going to be destroyed. But what happened here is they dog this down. This is dogging it down. And on the inside of these little dead latches, you have these pivots right there. And eventually those pivots will just wear down to the point where even if it catches, it will still slip past it. So at that point, it's just replacing it with another one. Another one. Where'd my garbage go? Right there. I also have a separate thing for aluminum. Aluminum, which I could add this to the aluminum. No, wait, that's metal. That's not aluminum. And on top of that, screw pack, I didn't use it. We have some dark bronze stuff as well. Same company, different building, and these were all leaky. Nice and leaky. I think the oil's all probably dried up, but it's gooey. International, that's a door closer, what do you call it, brand or whatever. Oh no, stop it. So what we're going to work our way down to is the stuff that I pulled out of my truck. Oh, my poor front end. It's time for it to revisit its new mechanic. who I'm pretty pleased with so far. So what I'm doing this for was all the other stuff that's out here basically is going to be left out of my vehicle. I'm going to take it in Tuesday to get the front end work done because our roads are so horrible. It is every year about this time. In fact, every November, it's like a wonderful Christmas present that I have to give my vehicle. Is a whole new don't make me get out here and beat you with a freaking door closer body. I have to spend $1,000 on the front end. Thanks, Jackson. Yay, appreciate that. You rock. And I'll just say it's getting really wobbly driving. So I meant to get it in this week. My mechanic wants me to get it in on a Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, because he wants to check out the whole front end of it, which means it's going to be another $1,000. Appreciate that. Once again, thank you, City of Jackson, for your wonderful potholes that caused that. And lastly, yeah, this was a fun day, I might add. A bunch of double doors. And going back to that, people trying to push you off the ladder and stuff, what I usually do is I'll take 2 cones, traffic cones, because once you release the door closer from the arm of it, from the door floats open, right? So the orange cones, while expensive for freaking pieces of rubber, you can put them right on the other side. Say if you're working on the inside, hopefully you are working on the inside of the door, you put the rubber cones to keep people from coming through that door. And your ladder, like my ladder, I either use my big orange one or my medium green one, and that's on the other side of the door. So that pretty much tells people that you're blocked off. I don't really think that I need the tape, but the tape looks cool, so. The door, this is definitely nothing but the door closers that we've lost this week. This one blew big time. And you know, employees who are sitting there watching you, I have one guy, I had two different instances, 2 different things happen. One was an employee who was like, oh, can I squeeze through there? Well, I had like the arm off, kind of at the most dangerous, if you could call it, dangerous points. Mind you, there was other doors. It wasn't out of the way. It was a corner building, so you have a corner, right? One set of doors that I'm working on here, and the other set over here. Like, literally 15 feet away. He could have gone out that door. But he insisted on being like, okay, and then he stepped outside and did some pretense of looking around, and immediately turned around and came right back through. I was like, dude, did you seriously just do that for no reason? And yes, he seriously did. And the second instance was at a school. I wasn't working on the door closer, but I was working on something else. And a kid that was, maybe, I don't know how old that kid was, probably 12 or something like that. Went out of his way, saw me working on the door, took a 20-foot or more detour because obviously that kid was smarter than that employee. Let me go throw this away real quick, and we've got one more lock we lost this week, and then we're going to look at some of the stock that I've got to organize while I've got it out of my vehicle. I'm going to utilize a new plastic bin. Hey, plastic bin. Plastic bin time again. There were a few of y'all that commented about my choice in plastic last week. As y'all have seen in other videos and as I replied, those were kind of like a quick, I needed 3 of them just to get the table out of the way. And it was just kind of a quick answer. I could have gone and bought metal shelves or whatever, but, one of them likely will get moved back to the house because it does take up a little bit too much room over there. And here's a lock. We hadn't really lost this one. This one's going to be one that I just keep in stock. I'm not sure what's going on with this, but there's nothing really wrong with it. I've done a video on these Yale rim locks before. Pretty much the toughest deadbolt you could feasibly put on an object. I mean, that's, you know, that's the real deal right there. Real deal. Let's see where real deal came from. Had our obligatory. Oh, we hadn't had our obligatory siren yet, I don't think. Our obligatory sticker. Dude, yeah, where did you come from? Where did you come from? No indication where we came from. Not even on the top. Well, no indication where it was made. But there was not really a whole lot wrong with this. So, I mean, honestly, I'm just going to put that into repair, you know, in case I need repair parts. Because I've only got a couple of them that are good. Most of the time what happens, the number one thing that happens with these, number one thing is this will wallow out and become so open. You can see this one is wallowed out just a bit. Not bad, but what happens is it keeps on and keeps on and keeps on, and it makes it really, really sloppy locking and unlocking, if not just stopping completely. All right, I'm going to transfer these. I've literally got a whole bin full of door closers. It's been a door closer kind of week, for sure. I saw your comment about snapping gloves. Yeah, I've learned my lesson on snapping gloves too. Dang it. It hurts, man. It hurts. It gives you ouchies. Okay, so what I have out of my truck right now, we're gonna go ahead and start. Whoa. Whoa. Okay, get it, y'all ready? Bottom is, let me grab the comments. I'm behind on comments, y'all. You paid for cones? Yeah. Yeah, I bought some cones from Sam's Club one time. It was a 4-pack, pretty good deal. So, and no, I've had cones that were left. Yes, we have some unpaid for. That's not my fault though. I mean, they were left, so I rescued them. Right? We have some rescue cones, and we have some paid for cones. So, unfortunately, me removing a random cone, it's pretty dangerous around here. Rescued cones. I like that term. I gotta coin that. This is a rescue. I gave it a home. All right, yeah, I'm sorry I've been behind on the comments. I'm gonna kind of scroll back over them one more time in a minute. But we need to move along. So yes, this has kind of gotten out of control. What we have down here, let me get behind the camera and I'll point it out real quick, just so you know. As we're going forward, we have Weiser in the bottom right here. Schlage original with LSDA piled on top, just as a carry platform. So in other words, those Schlage need to go into that bin, right? Because these were just added to stock, all this up here. LSDA grade 3 right there. Key and knob cylinders, and some oddball like mortise cylinders and stuff. Best, oh shoot. This is LSA best housings. Schlage, SE lock and key. This is batteries. Good. This is drill bits. What year model vehicle? What's wrong with it? You can't get the key to turn? Well, can you get it to turn at all or not? Your key's probably worn out. You need to bring it in. We can sight read it and code cut you a new one. It's 35 plus tax. Typically, that solves the problem. How long were you jiggling it before you couldn't turn it? Well, you may have screwed up your ignition. If you did that, you'd have to buy a new ignition. But 9 times out of 10, by me cutting you a new fresh key a certain way and you lubricating it, you can get it to work again. It's 35, includes 2 new keys. I'll be here till 4. Walker's Drive-In right across the street, Fondren. Yeah. And that's how you handle things like that, boys. Just get your ass up here and don't argue with me. Yes. Okay, so in here we had cylinders, key and knob, bunch of cylinders. This usually rides on top of that Weiser bin down there. Key and knob cylinders and some lever handles over here. All this literally has to go back in the truck, but I needed to clean the truck out. This is a bunch of Rustwin cylinders. So technically that needs to be in here. It's a balancing act of keeping crap like this in your truck. You never know if you're gonna need it or you're not gonna need it, especially since there's still a bunch of other stuff in my truck as well, like door closers and everything else. All knob entry. So basically I'm gonna be pulling these out, grade 2, and putting them where they belong. Deadbolt. These Schlags are a couple of dark bronze keyed entry. Yeah, that all needs to be reboxed down here. Double cylinder, stuff like that. And 10 series LSDA, this would go normally down there. I'm almost to the point where I need another bin for, what am I trying to say? I have a bin for these. We got passage. What do we have? Storeroom, entry. Storeroom, passage. No, wait, you go like that. There we go. And this was a storeroom as well. So, passage, storeroom. We are zoomed in way too close, aren't we, y'all? Zoom back out. As well as this, which has actually lived out of my vehicle for a while. Double cylinder deadbolts. So probably today or later on or whatever, I'm gonna redo kind of this area over here to stock some of these to keep out of the truck, because I don't necessarily need to keep 4 double cylinders in the truck. Double cylinders, 1 or 2 is usually what I'll keep, but then I have the dark bronze as well. And this plus this. Because we put in a surprising amount of grade 2 knobs, that needs to magically fit into that, which is why I bought this, just to see a baby one of those. A baby one. Here we go, y'all. What do you think? 50-50 odds? I think it'll peel off pretty good, because most of the time they do. Thank you, HDX, for being cool. Thank you for being cool with your stickers, HDX. You rock. I'm not overly fond of those plastic bins right there because the lids aren't terribly tough. You know what I mean? I don't know if y'all have one of those or not. Now the table, this is a smaller table. This is the 6-foot table. It's okay. That other table is still sitting in the back room. I've not taken it back. We have not seen the roofers. I didn't want to dump the table on the roofers thing. Are we okay on comments, y'all? What time is it? Oh, 11:54. We might go ahead and start tying this up. See if dude brings in his truck. Because again, it was not meant to be a continual thing. And way back here on top of that, I've got Schlage by Dexter, which is different than Schlage, so it has its own overflowing bin down here at my feet. Some grade 2 knob latches that need to go into these bags, which goes into here, as well as merging this newest part that I got in, 25Rs, removable core. That is for if you need to switch the cores out with you know, key and knob cylinders, and then just regular deadbolts. The R's are a little bit more expensive in that most of the time you're using them with extra cylinders, so that always adds a bit of money to it. But basically, this is just residential stuff, bright brass deadbolts, double cylinder and single cylinder, which need to be merged together with some of that. That's all Weiser keyway. And then I have the Schlage keyway version as well. But as you can see, if I move this back down, we have lastly, we'll just put that right there for now, Schlage deadbolts, which y'all know the Schlage deadbolts go over here. So this is one reason I had to take all this crap out of my truck, because it just needs to be sorted correctly. And I don't have any levers out here except for those two. And those two have a spot in the vehicle, so that's a lot of weight. It's a lot of weight and a lot of latches, but you know, everything has its place. You just have to modulate what is carried and what's not carried. You never know when you're going to get 30 miles away on a job and have to replace 1 or 2 knobs and antique nickel Schlage keyway. It's frustrating, and I do my best to keep the weight down in the vehicle, but you know, sometimes it just adds up like it has here. So once I get done with live, I'll be sorting all these latches. I'll be fitting this thing because I wanted to see, I've been using these Office Depot. While I'm thinking about it, in case y'all don't recognize these plastic bins, Office Depot made these, right? And you could go into an Office Depot and buy these. And these were wonderful because, as evidenced here, they fit really well. The bottom is completely flat. This is the biggest thing, the bottom, right? The bottom is not flat on these things, and that drives me just a bit crazy because it's got that lip in it. So when you have a lip and you go to sticking doorknobs in, that lip will affect how they sit in there. And that just irritates the crap out of me. See, one's higher than the other because it's on that lip. If we move it to fit within that cutout, you have gaps on either side, which, yeah, I could use the plastic bends or whatever through there, but it doesn't. The eternal quest for the perfect packing solution is still out there. And honestly, these are not great. I mean, it's a $5 bin, but you know, honestly, these are not the greatest. They just, if we took off the ones over here, we would see holes, a couple of holes punched in it. But I don't think Office Depot makes these anymore because I've never seen them. You may be able to buy them online, but they definitely don't have them in the stores anymore. So that's it. I guess we'll go ahead and move this back up. Another thing that I'm doing is, after I get some more, again, I've done a video on American padlocks here. Get a pretty good stock going. If you peek in back there. If you 1105s don't come with a security plate. We add 2 security plates to everything, so I've already done it to the green ones, but I'm going to go ahead and add a couple into those. However, I'm running out of security plates. I got to put an order in with Flake Friday, so which meaning last Friday. And here's a dark bronze. This is one thing you can tell we don't sell too many dark bronze knobs because this one's been in the truck for a while and it has fallen apart. But I add security plates to them. However, I would like to point out something pretty interesting, and I'm going to do a video on it probably. A701s. A700s right here, you know, the big, nice ones. I've unboxed a few lately that didn't have security plates in them. So, and as we all know, there's a bypass for that out there. So, always check your American padlocks if you're selling them retail. Very important that you do so. I guess we could move this camera since this is our new de facto camera, since mine is connected but not working. Stupid camera. Get out of here. Get out of here, stupid camera. Oh, I could take this off too. Let's get back and finish out this broadcast for the day, y'all. I know y'all are ready to go. Ready to go. And I'm ready to organize this stuff. Unfortunately, I have to keep room for it up there while my vehicle is getting serviced. So I'm going to run back over the comments for just a minute. We're going to go ahead and try to stay on time a little bit. Try to stay on time. Unless dude with the GM key shows up, and we'll knock it out real quick. Frank. Yeah, I think Frank may have been the one that answered that phone earlier. I think that may have been a little bit of Frank coming out with me. I would like to point out right now, I'm extremely irritated with a major company, the president of said company, and I'm not going to really talk about that a lot right now because I'd like to work it out a little bit more with him, as in me telling him that he's an idiot, because if he wants to get into a pissy match over what we got into a pissy match over, then he can go F himself. But we're not going to say that yet because, ooh, Frank, dang it. But we're not going to really worry about that right now because maybe we can work it out amicably, as in me never ordering anything from him again. I don't know. We'll see one day. I appreciate all you guys being here for sure. D-Sloop, what's up? Hey, you joined in. I'm going to go back over the direct because I didn't send them stickers. Oh yeah, and I do need to order some screws for that. If you're ever on the Flake website, if you're on the Flake website, do you ever like just randomly type, you know, like if you're looking for something, have you ever had this happen where you're like looking for something on the website? Because honestly, their website still kind of sucks. Their search sucks. But it is interesting because every so often you'll search for something and something else will come up and you'll be like, oh, hey, I didn't know they had that. However, I started going through they've got the rolling thing with all the manufacturers. You know, a lot of those manufacturers have nothing listed, like no stock, no stock, no stock. They really need to clean up that website because there's so much no stock on that website. I think that slows down their searches some. And I know that's probably a monumental task, but yeah, I don't know. Okay, I promise I'm going to get on Lock Chat this afternoon and see what's up. I have not been on it for a minute. After I get done with that, maybe at the end of the day, I'm gonna try to join in. I know Lockpicking Patrolman mentioned something about a live feed, so if you're on later and you can check out his if he's having one. Night Owl, I hadn't seen if you're going to do one or not today. but I will try my best to join in as soon as, if the notification works. I've got y'all set to notify me, but I will keep a watch out for both of those. I know Lockpicking Patrolman said he was going to do one. IDN website, the IDN website is certainly horrible too. There are a surprisingly limited number of locksmith distributor websites that suck, whereas there are a considerable number of other websites. I guess that, you know, that they came about during the whole web revolution, and that's just how they became businesses. I mean, it makes sense for them to focus everything on it, but a lot of the companies that you see that have websites were like existing businesses, not web startups or whatever they ended up being. So I think that may be one reason why, you know, is because they were always focused on, before there was ever a web for you to get online and order it. Where'd my coffee go? I think that's what the deal is there. So yeah, I don't know. I don't know. Oh no, your stuff got misshipped. That's horrible. Well, 3 o'clock Eastern time for Lockpicking Patrolman. That would be 3 o'clock Eastern time would be, yeah, 2 o'clock here, right? Yep. Okay. American bypass tool, yeah. It's crazy. And I'm not surprised that Master American is not sending wafers now. But it's weird because in the video that I was going to do, I got 2 in to replace 2 that were selling up here. Those 2 didn't come with any. The 2 new ones I got in did, but the 1 out of the 3 batch of those didn't. So 1 out of 3 didn't have security wafers. Now, most of the time when we sell American padlocks in the shop, it's people will come in and say, I need 6 of this, 3 of that, whatever. Very rarely do we just sell a one-off. But when we do, if I'm not here and Kim sells a one-off padlock, then I want to make sure that they have security wafers on it. So usually I put a dot on the thing so that she knows that they're ready to go out. So I try to get them all beforehand, even though that means I take them apart twice, because like I said, a lot of the time I got to key them all alike. You know, key to like is more expensive than key different, so I'll usually order key different and just key them how they need to be. I don't like selling key to like stock padlocks because they're key to like stock padlocks. That means everybody in a, you know, whoever orders from that supplier is going to get a key to like stock padlock. Interesting note, 2 of the key to like stock that I just got in, the bidding was 22238. 22238. Come on. Number one, that is not good because all those little short pins, it's actually not good for the lock to have that many at the shoulder to the middle of the key, that many short pins, because going in and out after time actually will cause the cylinder plug to jam up more, you know, dirt and other stuff. The first 2 chambers of any lock are always going to be the worst wear ones. And when you have to get off the sidewalk, you dipshit biker, when you have that 222 at the very beginning, that was just asking for trouble. So I changed it to something else. I think I put a 5 in the beginning. So you need a good camera. Should be, yeah, and easy to rake too. I don't know. So I changed it. I changed the cuts and I just stamp over the bidding. Alrighty, y'all. We got somebody that just took my parking place. I don't think, it does not look like it's that same guy that called with his broken GM car. So I'm sure he'll show up eventually. And I'll just punch a, saw you read his key, punch it out. Done it so many times, it's not even funny. You know, it's kind of the same now with broken GMZ Circle Plus keys. We get a lot of those on Saturdays too. And as the 10 cut GMs are getting older and more rare to cut, you're seeing a lot more of just worn out keys. It's always worn out keys. I don't know if y'all do a lot of automotive here or not, but working, doing GM roadside back during the day when AAA ran it, we cut a lot of keys, for GM. It was so horrible. I got so sick of GM keys, I like dream about it at night. and dealt with that so much. And to this day, we do a lot of what that guy called, needed. Worn out key, won't turn, hadn't been turning in a while. Y'all heard me ask the questions that I knew he was going to answer with. So, honestly, JCL, check out your Twitter feed. Looks like stairs. Yeah, if it's a descending cut, like 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, that's just going to cause problems with the locks as well. Do you need a good camera? I need a good camera that works with my live feed, obviously. No, I'm actually, the next thing I'm going to get, I took a picture of it. I didn't put it up here, but this is, I'll go ahead and do it. Ooh, I didn't know I was so short, y'all. Why didn't you tell me I was so short? Yeah, I don't know if I should do this or not. Nope, get off there. This is a picture of, I just kind of realized that I have Saturday gear. This is my Saturday gear. This is a picture from behind me, looking down at my computer and all the gear that goes on with Saturday Morning Live. I just realized that I just have quite a bit of it. It's weird how Saturday morning turns into this, and then throughout the week, production studio Saturday. But yeah, so that is that. Anyway, but my next thing is going to be for the GoPro. That way, and I guess I got to figure out what's wrong with my other phone. I guess I need to do some tests as well once I shut down before I start packing all this up. I guess I need to plug my stupid phone back in and see what the heck's going on. Why you suddenly didn't want to. I may have to update the app. I don't know. I'll check it out. Or it may just be something wrong with this plug on my computer. Hopefully it's not the plug on my computer. Stamp an X on the stamp bidding on the key. Yeah, that's what I do. I usually exit out for people that want it. But what I typically do is I tell people when they get American padlocks to put those 2 keys up, not use them, just keep them, and then use their copies of keys, and we make them on like AM4 keys. So that's typically what I do. I always tell people that, to not carry it on the key ring. I wish they wouldn't stamp their bidding on there like that. No stickers on the new hard hat yet. No, that was going to be one of the things that I did this coming up week. I just found, oh dang it, I put them up. I just found the Jackson flag sticker. I have not found my spare Beware of Locksmith. Do y'all know who did that? Somebody copied that and sold it. I'm pretty sure Night Owl, you know who did that. I don't care because it's not my idea, but I want one of those stickers. I claim intelligent rights on it. So whoever it is, make them send me a sticker. My Beware of Locksmith sticker. The USA sticker I got when I ordered those Beware of Locksmith stickers so long ago, but I have not actually done anything with that yet. I wanted to take the light home and see how it worked at night. Probably do that this weekend. Since I'll have room in my vehicle, right? I still have to get my stuff out. All right, I'm going to go back over the comments from back when I was over there, and we're going to go ahead and tie this up. I appreciate everybody who has commented. I'm sorry if y'all had asked me a question, but, I just get so weirded out by stupid video problems that I miss comments and door closers. No, I didn't see any spiders. Out of all that work on the door closers, I didn't see any spiders. What's the secret to using Loctite without touching the tip of the container to the work? You just have to dribble it. Ever since Mr. Goopmeister told me about it, you have to hold it up and just slowly watch it drip. It's kind of like watching paint dry, almost, in a very short period, especially when it's, the tip's getting clogged up. But when I squeeze out the Loctite and let it drip freely, sometimes it just like dangles right there on the end. It drives me crazy when I'm on a job site and I'm just sitting here like, come on, come on, come on. Anyway. And then when you shake it and it goes, whoop, and it misses, it completely misses your, typically I just squirt it, hope it hits. If it doesn't hit, then work. I don't know. Mr. Goopmeister, is this like twirling it around in your hand? Does your skin, have we determined if your skin affects the bonding properties of Loctite? We're going to let him answer that. And then we're going to cut this video off. Does probably the oils in your skin? I would think so. If you have, especially if you have oil in your skin, I would think that it would affect the bonding properties in a way. No, and it's really bad for your skin. Thanks. The center of my palm has not suffered any ill effects of this yet, but you know, you just got to do what you got to do. Got to do. The skin doesn't affect the bonding properties. Okay. All righty, guys and gals, everybody who's here. I appreciate y'all who stopped in, even if you're already here and then gone, or if you're still here, if you've been here the whole thing. Peter, Adrian, UK, Wes, Night Owl, as always. Rune, as always, Lockbeam Patrolman. I'll be jumping on your feed. I'll put a little alarm. I got to put an alarm on my phone early to be able to remember that. No problem. It doesn't affect me at all. I don't think it does. But y'all have a great weekend. And cross-threading. Dang you, Torch. No cross-threading. Better back off that cross-threading. I've dealt with too many cross-threads. Make sure you hit that like button. Thank you for the reminder, Brian. Billy Bob, thumbs up. Yes, thumbs up, everybody. Make sure and go, when we're done here, go and hit that like button. I think you got to do it now because otherwise once we cut off it, I don't know if it cuts off and you don't have access to it. But anyway, now if you get a chance, go ahead and smash that like button. Sorry about the video problems earlier. Don't know what happened. I wonder if this is the same dude. I guess we're going to answer the phone real quick because this has interrupted my SE lock and key. Good. Uh-huh. No, sir, you have to bring it in. We make you an extra one. It comes with the transponder chip key and a metal-headed key, and that's used to reprogram it. And we give you the directions to reprogram it yourself. It's $55 plus tax, comes out to be $59.40. It does for that one, I believe. Okay. Bye. All right, so there's our broken GMZ key. Hey, 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 hey. It's not easy. It's not surprising. I don't know what it is about Saturdays. Broken GMZ key. Circle Plus. So we've got a worn out 10 cut and a broken GMZ key. Look, it's like prophetic. Prophetic. I'm like a prophet. I predict things as a living. Well, I don't know where I'm going with that. Anyway, y'all have a great week. Thanks, Kevin. Thanks all y'all who've joined in. Lock Force, disband as always. I'm going to turn this off simply symbolically because I turn it right back on when we're done so that I can bask in the glow of the Lock Force sign. It's kind of sad. I'm going to leave it on. What do I need to say? Thanks for being here. If y'all are on Twitter and you hadn't joined Finder and Lock is mine, Night Owl, there's a bunch of other people on Twitter as well. It's an easier way ever since YouTube. You know, the community post, I've talked about the community post. Every so often I'll put stuff on the community post, but it doesn't, my app, it doesn't give me an easy way to get to those community posts, nor does it show me notifications. So those of you who have posted on my community post before, I only think about checking those every so often when I'm logged in here, or Kim sometimes does. Kim really maintains the YouTube page during the day. She doesn't maintain it, but she like keeps an eye on the comments and filters out things that need to be filtered out. But Twitter's just much of the, and even though I try to talk about some of what I've talked about, you know, during these lives, you know, just Twitter's just faster and easier. So Finder and Lock on Twitter, and go back over my feed if you need some other people to follow, because I usually communicate with y'all there. It's the easiest way to get a hold of me. Yes, Daup has been having some major problems with his OBS. I don't know. Well, mine is an aftermarket app and going through an iPhone, so it's a paid app that I use for my iPhone. he uses an integrated webcam, I believe, which was one reason I needed the GoPro adapter things. But yeah, community posts just suck. I don't know, they need to get rid of it. Thanks again, everybody, for joining in. We appreciate it. I hope you all have a great weekend, and we'll see you next video, whether it be something about padlocks. I still hadn't released my Hero 7 clickbait video. A few other things going on, but y'all know that I'm going to be organizing locks up front and dealing with a couple of GM problems, prophetic way. So thanks for joining in, guys. Y'all have a great weekend. We'll catch you next video. Lock force. Disassemble. Oh wait, I got an end screener. Here we go. Thanks again, y'all. Have a great one.